Hi Virgo, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. And this is your April forecast for 2019. Virgo, when I tap into your energy, it's all mind, it's all thoughts. But what's new, hey? But this is good. This isn't overthinking in the negative sense. This is, I feel like you're shifting. You're getting a new perspective on life and on what's going on around you, and you're wondering what this means for you. You're seeing the world differently now. You're seeing the world differently now, and you're feeling positive as to what you can create with this new shift. You feel like everything's getting a lot more sunnier than it used to be. The light is shining in on your life and you're getting hopeful. You're feeling hopeful. You've walked away from an old mindset and into a new free-flowing mindset, a mindset of, I can do great things, what's next? I think in the past you've been very hard on yourself, Virgo, which is something you tend to do. But you've got to lighten up. You've got to put an end to that. It's time for the self-criticism to take a back seat. It's not serving you, and you're not patting yourself on the back for the hard work you've done and everything you've achieved. Like, it's not just one achievement. There's been lots of small achievements to get you where you are now. You need to pat yourself on the back for that. Stopping and congratulating yourself won't take you off your path. It won't make you work any less harder than you have been. I think you worry that if you stop and pat yourself on the back, you'll fall back into old patterns. This is not the case. Congratulating yourself, feeling pride in yourself, that's going to push you forward. Self-love is what's going to push you forward. I'm also seeing in this new perspective, in this shift in your mind, it's making you appreciate the things you have even more. So the love you felt before is now amplified. You're putting work into these situations. You're putting work into these relationships, whether they be friends, family, co-workers. You're putting more of an effort because you're seeing how much joy they bring to you, that you feel like if you give more there, you'll feel even more joy. Your relationship is also on your mind. It's running through your head right now. What can you do to be the person you want to be? And what can get you your 10 of Cups? What's going to bring you ultimate happiness? Who is going to bring you ultimate happiness? You're starting to find the answers to these questions. You've been running it around in your head and you're starting to find the answers to these questions. It's balancing in your head what you need to do, where you need to go, who you need to be, who you need to have in your life. Who are the people around you that lift you the most? That's what you're starting to realize. And you're giving them your time. I mean, we are a reflection of the people we have in our world. And you're starting to realize that. Or you've always realized that you're starting to take action now. You're starting to pick your words more wisely. You feel like in the past that you may have been almost blunt with what you needed to say, or you may have said things that didn't need to be said. You come into a place where you're choosing your words wisely, but also lovingly. So you're still saying the same things you needed to, but you're choosing a more loving approach to expressing them. This is also being reciprocated. So as you send out this loving vibration. It's starting to come back to you. You're using your intuition more with this. You're using your intuition on what you need to say, who it needs to be said to, and you're finding you're walking out of situations not feeling as overwhelmed as you would have before, or not carrying the burden of what that conversation gave you, whether it ended in an argument or you were faced with resistance. You're looking back on the past and seeing where you were going wrong, in the sense of you win more bees with honey. This 10 of Wands. Stop carrying burdens. Stop carrying other people's burdens. Stop carrying your own burdens. You've got to let go. Let go of your past. Let go of other people's past. Let go of everything that you're holding inside. It's time to be free, Virgo. Holding on to them is not serving you anymore. Holding on to memories, holding on to emotions, it's not serving you anymore. You've got to really wonder who holding on to these feelings affects. It doesn't affect the other person. People go on and do what they need to do. They do what makes them happy. It's important that you do the same, Virgo. You don't want to be left behind. Heart healing. Your heart deserves to be free of burden. The cards are asking you to get creative, Virgo. They're asking you to do things that set your soul on fire. Do things for the sake of doing things. There doesn't always have to be an end goal. It doesn't always... Success is not the marker of what makes us happy. It doesn't have to be something you're going to gain anything from. Sometimes you've got to do things just for the sake of doing them, just because it feels good. You're opening up spiritually, Virgo. You're leveling up, I think, is the best way to describe that. You're becoming an expression of who you want to be spiritually. You're tapping into, whether you're aware of it or not, you're tapping into divine guidance. Your relationships are really benefiting from this. Now we've come out of, and you've felt this for a long time. You've felt like you've got everything starting to fall into place in your life, but you're missing that sense of love. That's coming. That's coming from the people around you. Your cup is being filled by the people around you. You're no longer resistant to receiving love, and I think that's one of the major changes too. You were almost felt like you weren't worthy of it before. You punished yourself before, but now you're wanting it back. You're wanting it back in return. Everything you give out, you're wanting back in return. See, the Tower's come up in reverse. That's telling me you're done with learning your lessons through trauma. You're done walking around feeling like your cup is empty. You're now demanding that your needs be met. Virgo, this is a time for you to stop being hard on yourself. This is a time for you to love yourself. And as you fill your cup, others will reciprocate. The energy you put out will also come back to you tenfold. I hope this gave you some insight, Virgo. Please like and subscribe. If this resonated for you, please comment down below. I'll be putting out monthly horoscope readings and also videos in between. Thank you for tuning in.